Hello there guys, it's Matt here again, and welcome back for another action figure review. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the McFarlane Halo Reach Series 4 Brute Miner. So here's the figure in the packaging, looking really awesome. So I did purchase this figure from eBay for actually a really good price, £3.50, which is a really good price. But we'll put a link in the description from where you can purchase this figure from Star Action Figures. Down below in the description, and check that out. Come purchase this. So let's take a look at the figure in the packaging. This figure does actually look really cool. The packaging is actually really a lot larger than any of my other figures that I've actually got from Halo Reach. It is also a lot heavier, which is pretty cool. That shows it's a heavy and big figure. So let's take a look at the packaging. So it's just standard Halo Reach packaging actually. And so down here we've got Halo Reach, Brute Miner, Series 4, Covenant. A nice little picture of the Brute there, concept art. 28 moving parts, new character. On the side there it says Brute Miner. I've got the figure in the packaging there, looking really awesome. In the background there you've got a picture of Reach, just about to see that. On the side there it says McFarlane Toys. And on the back of the packaging you can see the other figures in this series. But I'm not going to go over it, so you can just take a look. And yeah, so that's the basic packaging for this figure, and it does look really awesome. So I can't wait to get him out of packaging because it does look really awesome. So yeah, let's get him out of packaging. Now we have the Brute out of packaging. Here it is. Now this Brute does have quite a few problems, which is kind of bad, but we'll go over those later on in the review. But this figure does look really awesome. So first, let's go over the accessories. So as you can see, he does come with the spiker rifle, or spiker, whatever. As you can see, he does hold it kind of weird. So let's take a closer look at the spiker. So here's the spiker. It does look very nice actually. Very nice detail, paint job actually, really nice. And the weird thing is, you do get a peg, but the Brute does not have any peg holes on his body, which is kind of odd. But yeah, maybe you could put another figure or something, which is kind of weird. But yeah, the spikes on here are kind of too blunt. They look really blunt, like they're made for younger kids, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I suppose it's alright. And it's really hard to put in his fingers, because to put him in a good position, you have to hoop it around his two fingers here, or his first finger, just hoop it round, like so, like that. No, not like really like that. Pop it in like that, and it sort of looks alright like that, but still looks kind of dodgy. But nothing you can really do about that. So you do get that, and also you do get a plasma grenade, which is kind of weird because he doesn't have any peg holes on his, or pegs on his body. So there's nowhere to put this, so that's kind of pointless, which is kind of weird. But yeah, he doesn't have any peg holes or pegs on him, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so let's point out another bad thing. You can see the ratchet ball joint on his arm. It's showing, and it's painted in a kind of dark grey. That looks kind of weird actually. I don't know why they'd do that. McFarlane would do that. The joint is showing, which is quite weird. But yeah, that's kind of a bad thing. But when you put the arm all the way up, you can't really see it. But why would you have the arm up there anyway? So yeah. And yeah, the body piece this front body piece is removable, or mine just fell off. I don't know if it's removable, but mine just fell off. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's removable because you can't really swap body pieces with other Brutes. Because why would you want to do that? It's a bit weird, isn't it? But yeah, I also did forget to mention this is my first Brute figure, so I don't have any other Brutes, but we'll be getting them. Sorry about that. But we'll be getting other Brutes like the Brute Major and the Brute Chieftain. We'll be getting those, so don't worry about that. And oh yeah, also with the grenade, you can sort of put it in his hands. You can put it on his thumb or fingers, but that's kind of weird because you don't really hold it like that. But that's kind of weird. I don't know why you get a plasma grenade. But anyway, let's get a closer look at the figure. So here's the head sculpt of the figure. This is actually a brand new body sculpt and head sculpt for McFarlane, because they've never done a Brute before. And yeah, this is a totally brand new figure. So here's the head sculpt. It does look really nice. His chin does open on a hinge joint, but the bad thing about it, there is no paint inside the mouth. It's just grey, and his teeth are painted. But that's kind of bad. I think it should be like reddened for his mouth. But there's no paint inside there. But it's nice they included a hinged jaw there. That's pretty nice. But the helmet is not removable, which I thought it was actually, but it's not. But never mind. You cannot see his eyes in there, which is kind of bad. Well, not really bad, it just must be set back quite far then. But his helmet is very nicely detailed, pretty nice paint job, nice sculpting for his head. I really like the paint job on this figure. He does have some really nice paint details. Get this out of the way. He does have like tattoos throughout his body, like on his tummy there. Tummy. He does have like tattoos. You can see a really nice paint job. His shoulder pieces are not removable, only his chest is, so that's not removable, but does have some really nice detail. A really nice paint job. I really like the paint applications on this figure. It does really look nice. Really nice detail. No battle damage, just some really nice paint job actually. It does have a big butt, just thought I'd point out. He does have really massive feet as well, so that does make him really easy to stand up, and he is just very easily stand up, so that's really nice. So yeah, so here's a really nice painted figure, really nice. Really nice sculpting as well throughout the figure, really awesome sculpting. Got some nice straps down the bottom here as well. Nice crotch piece here, chest piece, helmet, shoulder pieces. Really nice sculpt work and paint work throughout the figure. This figure is actually really heavy as well. Really tall as well. Let's do a quick size comparison with my George figure here. So as you can see, it's really up to his shoulder, and George is a tall figure as well. So yeah, so he's a really big figure, this brute. So yeah, so let's go over the articulation of this figure now. I did say his jaw is on a hinge joint, his head is on a ball joint or a swivel sort of thing, because it only moves left and right, and that's about it. Doesn't move up or down, just left and right, which is really bad, kind of bad. So yeah, and his arm is on a ratchet, as you can clearly see, and that does move up, down, and also swivels at the ball joint. He does have a swivel at his arm here, swivels there, and he does have a single jointed elbow, so that just moves in quite easily, and he has a swivel at the wrist. That keeps falling off. At the abdomen, he has a ball joint sort of thing, and the swivels run like that. At the hip, his legs go. His legs don't even move out; they just move forward a tiny bit and swivel. No, they don't even swivel. His legs hardly move anything. At the bottom of the leg down here, he does have a swivel, and he does have a ratchet at the knee, so it moves quite a bit there. But the top part of his legs don't move at all, which is kind of bad, unless mine are just stuck in that position. But yeah, and he does have also ankle swivel. Mine are stuck actually, but it's supposed to swivel at the ankle there. But yeah, so that's the articulation of the brute. Not very good. I suppose it's alright, but not the best articulation. That's run the wrong way. Not very good articulation. You can get him in some good poses. No, that was right. But you can get him into some good poses. Not the best articulation. The articulation is alright, average. I thought it would actually be a bit better than this, but yeah, hopefully they can improve it in different brutes and stuff. But it's alright. Kind of stiff in places, kind of good in places. So yeah. So anyway, I think that pretty much does it for this review, and I'll probably give this figure a 4 out of 5, as there's no weapons pegs on the figure. There's nowhere to put the grenade. He holds the gun kind of dodgy, and the articulation is kind of bad. But overall, the paint job and the sculpt work is very nice. That's probably the best thing. If you just put him on display, it's fine, because he does look really awesome. But if you're playing with him like you're a younger kid, then it's not really a good one, because the articulation is not there. So yeah, so I'll give him a 4 out of 5, maybe 3.5 out of 5. But the paint applications is really awesome. So anyway, I think that pretty much does it for this review, and hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and until next time, goodbye.